Hey, welcome back to another video in my proven sales letter breakdown challenge that I'm doing for 90 days. And today we're taking a look at another Gary Bencivenga promotion. This one's for bottom line health, actually. It was the first promotion, to my knowledge, that actually started this bottom line health sub-company of an already nine-figure online publishing empire, okay? So it was pretty effective. And I've analyzed some of Gary Bencivenga's stuff before several times, and he's one of my favorite copywriters because he, over his 40-year career, he had an 80% hit ratio. So if you're not familiar with this, what this actually means is that 8 out of 10 promotions that he wrote actually became widely profitable. And nobody else could beat Gary at this game. Now he's retired, he's still alive, but he doesn't work anymore on these copywriting projects, but he's still considered to be the best living copywriter today because his stuff just worked. And one of his secrets was a bunch of proof and a bunch of fascinations, like just saying the right things at the right time without being super flashy or overly salesy or something like that. And he was also very big on curiosity and doing the so-called reason why thing. So just explaining why something makes sense. So his copy is a bit more logical compared to like Gary Halbert, for example, but I think one of the coolest things in this specific promotion is all the fascinations, all the little snippets and teases of curiosity that Gary actually does for you to get the product itself. Because the only way for you to find out all these little fascinations is to buy the product. That's the only way how you get liberated. So I don't have fancy notes for this one because it's already flashy enough. This format, actually, it was called a Megalog. So it's just like a magazine or something, but in fact, it's a sales letter. It just has a different style to it, okay? It seems like I don't know, Reader's Digest article or something like that. It's a bunch of tips, a bunch of useful things. You know, one of the other big stuff that Gary preached was that make your advertisement itself valuable, because nobody wants to read an ad. People want to read stuff that they are interested in, that helps them, that gives them value. Sometimes that's an ad, sometimes it's not, okay? But value is definitely there. And as I'm scrolling through this, you know, it doesn't seem salesy at all. It's like, it's a bunch of fascinations, you know, that are all about curiosity and benefits and all sorts of tips and secrets and everything. But the important thing is that he doesn't reveal the real cause that makes you get that benefit, okay? He doesn't reveal it. So it's pretty cool. Let's look at it from the beginning. So it says, like, it has several headlines, to be honest. So this is just the first thing, the real reason women outlive men. And as you're scrolling through this, it's not like a typical sales letter in which it's a letter, okay? So it has one headline and it has one consistent little narrative. But instead, this one has a bunch of stuff. So this one's talking about the real reason why women outlive men. This one is talking about health breakthroughs, warnings, and secrets. You know, all things that people want. Breakthroughs, warnings, and secrets. This is just a personal note from the publisher. This is like how you can reverse heart disease without drugs or surgery. This is the same thing. This is Oriental lovemaking secret, okay? 3 simple words that can transport you and your lover to new heights of sexual ecstasy. And they're not, I love you. So this is a fascination. And if you're wondering, fascination, some people call them bullets as well. They're really, really powerful, especially for information products, because it just teases something that's inside the product, okay? Did you know that? You see, a lot of other like little snippets. Secrets of longevity. Can you live to be 120 and remain vigorous all your days? Yours free. See page 18. You know, and then new findings to avoid getting cancer. Take these steps now. Yours free. See page 18. Everything is yours free, see page 18, and everything is there to build curiosity, okay? So if you scroll down to like page 18, and I hope this one loads, okay, cool. So as we scroll down, here is actually the offer, okay? So basically what's happening here, and some modern day promotions are still following the same formula, is that this one is selling a subscription product, so like a yearly newsletter subscription. But instead of trying to sell the subscription itself, Gary is actually selling the so-called premiums. So the so-called bonuses, like things that you get, like this one, how to reverse heart disease without surgery, Oriental lovemaking secret, the secrets of longevity, how to avoid getting cancer, take these steps now. You know, he's selling all these little cool things that people actually want, which is, you see, it's kind of like bonus. They're extra bonuses, and you get them for free if you buy the yearly subscription to the main newsletter. So it's kind of like a value anchor. It's kind of like you get all these things for free. You know, people get invested in it because they feel like, yeah, I want to get these things that are interesting to me for free. And then at the end, it's like, you know, I'm going to give it a shot. Like how expensive could it be? And, you know, as I see the order form right now, it's not expensive at all. So like you get all these things for free. At this point, people have a bunch of emotional desire to get these things, you know, and you get this bonus and you get triple guarantee and you get this and that and everything. And it's just like save 39%, 1 year, only $29.95, you know. That's a big 39% discount off the regular $49 per price. Best deal, you know, if you get 2 years, so it's like even cheaper per year, but obviously this increases the so-called average order value. So people spend more money with you so that you can spend more money acquiring them as traffic. And then you also get like a quick reply bonus. So if you respond within 10 days, you know, you get yet another bonus. And you have several payment options as well. So you see, this is another special bonus that you get. I really like this one. Megalogs aren't really that popular anymore, although some companies are still doing them. And you know, actually, since everybody's focusing on online nowadays, you know, the competition is actually lower for these types of promotions as well. But Gary's genius stems from the fact that he hooks people inside emotionally with all sorts of little promises and proof elements and things like that. So just let's take a look at this first page just to see, like usually copywriters put their best fascinations on the first page because this is where a lot of people are falling off. So let's just see like how they look like. Let's analyze them. So easiest way to flatten your stomach. See page 14. So once again, it has a benefit part, easiest way to flatten your stomach, but it also has a curiosity part because like what could it be? And it also has like a little little guiding part, like see page 14. If I go to page 14, boom, I get more info about these things. So it's a trailer within a trailer. This whole Megalog is basically a trailer to the whole product itself. And these little things on the first page, they're trailers to the bigger trailer, if this makes sense. Or like, who will get breast cancer? How to avoid it? See page 11. You see, it's super short, but it's punchy. People want to find out. Super healthy pizza recipe. See page 16. It's like, how can it be? Like, pizza is supposed to be unhealthy. Like, how can this be healthy? It doesn't make sense. And that's what you want. You want people to like start wondering whether it's like this weird secret or weird technique or breakthrough or something like that. And that's exactly why it's called Health Breakthroughs, because it assumes the whole brand behind this is that from the world's leading medical doctors and research centers. So it's like, if you buy this, you're gonna be the first to find out the latest new discoveries, okay? And the company who sold this thing, Boardroom or Bottom Line, it has two names actually, because it's been rebranded a little bit. They also had another cool thing called the Book of Secrets, which also used a very similar fascination type approach. So fascinations everywhere, and the main promise there was that you can be an insider if you buy the subscription, because you'll be the first to know when experts discover something new or something like that. And this is what Gary is doing here, but from a health perspective. So everything you see page 9 inside, see page 5 inside, see page 12 inside, and these things are basically just the subheadlines of the various parts that this whole promotion is made out of. And then we have in this issue, publisher column, once again, how to avoid and even reverse heart disease, enjoy a healthier sex life. It looks like a helpful article, like a medical type of article for laypersons. And this just creates desire to read more and more and more. And it's a scientifically proven fact, guys, that the more copy your prospect reads, the more likely they are to buy the product, because the more they start getting lost in your world, in your copy. If you're a copywriter and you write something like this, people are in your world. You are making the rules. Like, you can just assume two things from them. One, they're bored usually, and they're trying to find excuses to like get away from your copy. So that's why you have to make it persuasive. And the second thing is that they have a specific problem. And that's why it's important to write to specific target audiences, because a specific target audience has a specific problem. And if you know that, because you've done your research as a good copywriter, then you can write stuff that interests them, that talks to their pains, fears, hopes, and dreams, okay? And this is what this promotion does as well. It hooks them in, it never lets them go, and it talks about all things that our target audience is interested in, because they are interested in like a healthier sex life, because they are probably having trouble in the bed because they're older people, or like they are interested in reversing heart disease, because the leading cause of death apart from COVID now is heart disease. They are interested in like looking and feeling better, because everybody's interested in that. They want to live much longer, okay? So it's all things that people are salivating over. And if your copy is good, then it can definitely hook them in and keep them there until they buy. The only resolution that they can do is to buy the product. And I think it was Gary Halbert who said that your job as a copywriter, or maybe it was John Carlton, like the mentees of one of the key mentees of Gary Halbert, and John Carlton said that you want to write copy that when your prospect reads it, they won't be able to sleep. They'll be tossing and turning in the bed, because they'll be thinking about these secrets. They'll be thinking about, gosh, my health, like my sex life is so bad. I'm struggling with this, and I read about these 3 little words that trigger sexual ecstasy, and they're not "I love you." So what the hell can it be? And if you have enough of these fascinations, then you never know which one is gonna be the one that gets people feeling like, I gotta find out, I gotta buy it. It's $30 a year, so it's nothing, but I gotta buy it. And that's what you want as a copywriter. And if we move forward, we see from the world's best doctors, unpublicized health breakthroughs, warnings and secrets, your longevity, your heart, your risk of cancer, your weight, your love life, your health, all the things that are big pain points for our target audience. And then we have a little narrative as well, which ties everything together. It's like, dear friend, you are not being told about many of the most important health breakthroughs being discovered by leading medical doctors and medical research centers. So this is the problem. There's no big conspiracy. It's just that these breakthroughs usually don't get much publicity. That's because they're reported in medical journals intended for doctors, such as this and that and that. And our mission with this one is to bring all the latest medical research to you, the average person. We do the work for you. You just pay us like a modest $30 a year, and we just curate all the best medical news and everything just to you. And if you want to do something like this, you really have to make sure that you do it with integrity. And Martin Edelstone, this guy who was the founder of Boardroom, at one point, before hiring Gary Bencivenga, of course, this specific product was unprofitable for him, but he still didn't want to let it go because he felt like people need this in their lives to help them. And some people, I get this all the time, Csaba, I hate selling myself or other products. Like, what should I do? But think about it this way. If you knew for a fact that you could help your grandma who had these type of specific problems and she was struggling with it hard, and if you knew for a fact that you could help her with this product that is proven, that helps people, wouldn't you try to persuade her to give it a shot, to try that product? Of course you would. And that's why, good copywriters sell good products, and Martin Edelstone definitely was a man of integrity who sold products that genuinely help people. And he didn't even let it go at some point when it was unprofitable. But then he was smart and hired Gary Bencivenga, and Gary Bencivenga, of course, made the whole thing super profitable, and he beat 4 other copywriters with this specific promotion. It was that powerful. So that's why it's useful to have like this type of personal letter from the creator, from the face of the product to people, because it just makes it more likable, more approachable. And then design is obviously super important as well. This just seems like a cool magazine. All the colors and everything, the design is very good. It's always something to break up the monotony, and I really encourage you to maybe hand copy some of these bullets and some of these fascinations, because they're incredible. So it's like, let's say this one. For example, in this article, I'd like to alert you to some remarkable recent discoveries on how you can, and here come the fascinations, prevent and even reverse heart disease, cancer, arthritis, headaches, chronic pain, and a host of other dread diseases. Dramatically increase your longevity. Experience much more satisfying sex for as long as you live. Shed unwanted pounds far more easily and keep them off. Wake up each day brimming with so much energy that you want to bound out of bed and tackle the world head on. Enjoy much deeper, more restful sleep, free of insomnia and anxieties. Okay, so these are cool fascinations that you can definitely hand copy or at least study. A few other examples from this heart disease part. It's like cholesterol crusher. Sounds interesting, right? The easiest way ever found to reduce your cholesterol. The all-natural nutrient that sweeps cholesterol out of your veins like a supercharged roto-rooter. Foods rich in it. Or 8 steps to a healthier heart. What new discoveries have shown. The 7 leading culprits that cause heart disease and how to get all of them out of your life. You see, every fascination has a value element, like a benefit element, and it has a curiosity element. And sometimes it has see page, something like that. So one of the biggest takeaways from this video, I hope for you, is that if you're selling some sort of book and so you're selling information essentially, one of the best ways to sell that is to use a bunch of fascinations like this one, okay? Because it just creates a bunch of curiosity in people, and that's what works. You just extract some lessons that you've read in certain parts of the book, and then you compile fascinations from them, and then you just put it in the promotion. You just put it, you can use it as a headline, you can use it as a sub-headline, you can use it like this, like straight up fascinations, and people will associate their problems with it. Like if they're having cholesterol problems, their eyes are going to catch this one. If they're having heart disease problems, their eyes are going to catch this one, and so on and so forth, okay? So at the end of the day, this promotion is just several little, I would say, landing pages or something like this, because there's a headline for each one, there's a subhead for each one, a little description, and a bunch of bullets. That's it for each one. And then at the end, after presenting all these things and all these little other types of little extras, like 4 ways to avoid colon cancer, eat a high fiber diet, daily milk, daily sun exposure, regular exercise. From your free bonus report, unpublicized health breakthroughs. So this, again, is just a trailer for what's inside the bonus itself. It's value because it gives people quick tips, but it's like, if they like it, it's like, this whole thing is for free, is yours for free. And then people obviously are going to get interested in it. Like, check this out, like recipe, no cheese, no oil pizza, how you can do it. It's all value here. So the advertisement itself is valuable. So, and as you can notice, like there's these little marks around it. So many people are actually going to cut this out to remember it. And that's what you want, because if they cut this out and they look at it like 3 weeks later or 3 months later, they're gonna be like, oh, okay, so I remember that cool little magazine that I wrote, and I remember talking about all these cool bonuses. I tried out this pizza; it was so good. I wanna learn more, and then they're gonna like maybe search for this one and order later as well. So there's a bunch of value here, a bunch of bonuses just described. You also have a triple guarantee. Many times the best online marketers today are using something like a triple guarantee. Don't make the mistake that someone nowadays came up with this, because no, like people like Gary Bencivenga came up with this. Everyone else is just copying it. So it has not just a simple, but like a triple guarantee. So think about it. You get all these things for free. It's not expensive at all. You get 3 types of guarantees, like full refunds and everything. And even at, like, check this out, guarantee 3. Even at the end of your subscription, if Health Confidential hasn't made you much more informed about how to live a healthier, more energetic, pain and disease-free life, just let us know and you will get a full refund. So it's pretty cool. There's the little sign off from Martin Edelston, the face of the whole company itself. And here, one of the PSs just references that there's also a fast action bonus, essentially. And then there's another PPS, which is like, accept a no-risk trial for 2 years and you'll save a big 50% off the regular price. This just anchors people basically, so that they actually choose the this one, the best deal, which we obviously want, because it creates like almost double the revenue than the first one, and it doesn't cost much at all, like not much at all. So yeah, it's really powerful. They don't use these types of megalogs that much nowadays, or at least not that I'm aware of. Obviously several companies are still in the game with this, but this is the power of curiosity and Gary Bencivenga's copy. And if you just read one of these, I mean, why wouldn't it make sense? If I was a senior citizen with health problems and I read this, like, why the hell wouldn't I like order this? I've already gotten so much value from this. I feel like I got more value than the $30 or like $25 if I buy for 2 years. Why wouldn't? There's also guarantee, methods of payment, and this bonus as well. You see, special report for a healthier sex life, sex and the single woman, eye-opening statistics. Ooh, interesting. The #1 aphrodisiac for both men and women. See page 13 inside. Shit, I want to find out what can it be. So, can you be hypnotized? A psychiatrist simple test. See page 13 inside. New longevity secrets. See page 8 inside. Love it. Love it. 3-word secret for stirring passion. Love it. I mean, Gary was just a genius. I'm nerding out here, but that's the truth. And if you wanna like advance your copywriting skills, you shouldn't really study all the new gurus. Maybe some of them, but like, just go back to the basics. Study people like Gary Halbert, Gary Bencivenga, okay, Claude Hopkins, Eugene Schwartz, John Caples. These people, I've done breakdown videos from each of them, for every single one of them. Go look at those videos as well. I'm gonna leave a link below this video to the whole playlist that I'm doing. So far it has like 30 something videos, 38 or something, and study their work, because if you do this, guys, you're going to be like a next level copywriter within 90 days if you follow this. It's just that powerful, and it's way better than like trying to like watch a guru's course or something like that. Okay, and it's free. You can watch it for YouTube for free for now, but who knows, eventually maybe I'll turn this into a course as well. Why not? But for now, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you doing this and doing this challenge with me. And shout out to you guys who are also hand copying these things. It's okay to not do it every single day, but sometimes when you have an extra 30 minutes or something, you can definitely hand copy it, and you will see that your copy skill definitely improves by a lot. So thank you so much, guys. Really appreciate it. If you liked the video, by the way, I always forget this, but please like the video, leave a comment below, and share it with your friends, because that's the only way for the algorithm to also show this video to other people as well. So thank you so much. Appreciate it. Have a nice day. Bye.